little pods, but it's more of like in a little, oh my gosh, you guys. Oh dear Lord. I need to call it quits. Glam fam, we found a concealer that I think is made for mature skin. We are testing out the new Dominique Cosmetics Wide Awake Full Coverage Concealer. We're gonna see how this wears on my mature skin. I'm Kristi. If you're new here, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and click that post notification bell. Join our beautiful Glam fam. We're here every Friday and Sunday, and we love for you to become part of our family. Please give this video a huge thumbs up. When you guys hit the like button and when you comment below, it is just a huge way to support my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. You can follow me at Kristi Allure on Instagram, on TikTok, Kristi Allure, and check out my merch, Glamorous Life Collections. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright Glam fam, let's get started. So I'm excited to test out this new Dominique Cosmetics Wide Awake Full Coverage Concealer. This retails for $26. Currently it's only available on her website, but I'm sure we'll probably get to Beautylish sometime soon since she does have a pretty good line building up there. But let's just take a look at those details. This is a natural hydrated and radiant finish with medium to full coverage. Kristen did state that this is buildable and that you can shear this out. This is the first ever depuffing cooling wand to awaken tired eyes, designed to pick up the perfect amount of concealer, avoiding cakiness. Our formula is packed with caffeine to help boost circulation, minimizing the appearance of dark circles. It's infused with antioxidants and vitamin E to defend against environmental stressors. Our long-wearing, lightweight formula melts into the skin, leaving you with a more wide-awake look. This multi-use caffeine-enriched formula conceals dark circles in any desired areas. It soothes and depuffs the under eye with their cooling tip applicator. So I'll show you the applicator up close. It is very, I mean, it's not the first cooling tip applicator. I want to say there is another concealer out there, but it's not a doe foot cooling tip. So I think it's more of like the squeeze tube one. And I can't remember which concealer that is, but I could be wrong. But it is a very unique doe foot applicator, as it is the first one to be patented with a cooling tip. This is available in 17 shades. I did go with oat milk, which has a warm undertone. I'll show you the swatch right there. And that's wet and blended. And it's more on the darker end, even though it's on the light spectrum of this concealer. I kind of wish there was something just a little bit lighter. I'm afraid almond milk would have been a little too light. I like that she named all of the names after her favorite pastime, which is coffee. So she's a girl after my own heart. I just adore Kristen so much. I don't know her personally, but she just looks like a doll. She did say that she was going to build on that shade range. All right, Glam fam, I wanted to insert this footage because I forgot to include this. So this is Wide Awake Oat Milk compared to my other concealers that I kind of interchange here and there. As you can tell, it does oxidize, so be mindful of that. And I do hope to get a lighter shade. Although I love that undertone, I like my concealer to be a little bit more brightening, like the DR Forever 1W is the perfect undertone for me. So just wanted to quickly insert that. Kristen always leaves a beautiful message with her products, and she states, this product is beauty from the inside out. Let the creamy formulation infused with caffeine help to combat the appearance of tired, puffy eyes, while the cooling tip applicator helps to soothe and depuff the eye area. And now let's take a look at those ingredients. And I do see that caffeine is the first ingredient, which I actually am so impressed with, you guys, because a lot of products will like say, oh, you know, caffeine's the main ingredient, and then caffeine's towards the bottom of the ingredient list, which means there's less of it. This is at the very top. So that is the most predominant ingredient in this product. In this complexion launch, she also launched a beauty sponge, which I do want to get my hands on. That's $15. And you can get a set, a bundle as well. But the sponge is $15. And she said that the holes in it's an antibacterial type sponge. And she did say they were smaller and porous. So I really, really want to try it because my last dose of colors that I just purchased, the sponges seemed different to me. So they seemed stiffer in my opinion. She also launched a smooth and blur setting powder, and she has 2 shades in that, and that is $22, which is a fantastic price point. So she has a translucent and a medium deep translucent. And it's supposed to be more of a mattifying powder, a soft focus setting powder that's infused with hyaluronic acid to lock in moisture and keep your makeup in place. This long-wearing, non-comedogenic formula mattifies without clogging your pores, leaving you with a smooth, blurred, flawless finish. I love that Kristen explained her story behind why she launched the concealer, probably rather than a foundation. And that's because her journey started when she was like 11 years old, and she said this was her story, so you can go watch her video. But basically she was bullied for dark circles under her eye, and when she discovered concealer in high school, I think she said around 15, it just made her feel more beautiful, you know, from the inside out, and she felt like she was able to communicate with her peers more and just kind of get rid of that self-conscious area of her face, which she's absolutely gorgeous. But we all have insecurities, you guys. No matter what we look like or what we appear on the outside, everyone has insecurities, and if they tell you they don't, then I think they're lying, to be quite honest, because I don't know anybody, and I have met some pretty amazingly beautiful women, especially dancing in the NBA and pageants, going to the Miss California USA pageant. I don't know if you guys know that. Fun fact about me. I have been around a lot of gorgeous women, and we all have insecurities. We all have insecurities. And I love that she developed so much passion behind this, because this is something that really brought her out of her skin, made her fall in love with makeup. And I think from that point on, she started doing makeup on her friends, and then became a freelance makeup artist, and then started her YouTube channel. So beautiful story, and I'm happy to support. You guys know I love to support other influencers. So can't wait to try this out. I do hope that she comes out with a little bit lighter shade than oat milk for us light medium skin tones, but I do want to pick up almond milk and the setting powder and the sponge, so I might have to just do the whole complexion set. I am going to put this on. This is the Strawberry Overnight Lip Mask. Our beautiful Glam Fam sister Amber has been on a hunt to find a replacement to her Bite Beauty lip mask, which I never tried. I always just got hooked on the Laneige one and just never really stopped using that one. Although I feel like sometimes our lips can get a little adjusted to lip masks. This is Fourth Ray. I don't know if you guys, I have never used their stuff before. Fourth Ray Beauty. This one has more of like, I think, a baby pink type tint to it, but it doesn't really, you can't really see it, but I have been enjoying it. I didn't really want to talk about it yet until I had a better idea, but I like this better than the Laneige one. You know, what's funny is in the comments, I always like to read the comments. I don't know about you guys when I'm looking at new products, and a lot of people said they liked it, or not a lot, but there was a few comments in there that said they liked it better than the Laneige one. I never tried the Bite Beauty one, and I didn't want to buy it and get hooked on it and then it not be available. It's so sad that Bite Beauty went out of business. We also are going to try this Tarte Cosmetics. This went viral with that girl, I don't know her name, I'll show you right here. She's a young TikToker, very, very, very popular. I don't really see her stuff come up on my TikTok feed, but I discovered her only because of the news with Bobbi Brown and how she's the one that just like slops on a bunch of foundation, and that's how she tests foundation. And then Bobbi Brown kind of came back on a TikTok about it, but I think there is no beef between the two. I just think that, you know, probably the public made more out of it than it really was. But anyway, she did this. I saw that Laura Lee, the YouTuber, she did this on her Instagram, and that girl had tried this, and it was like supposed to be the most opaque lip gloss on the market. It's a plumping one. So this is the Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump, and I did get mixed berries, and this one is peachy beige. I like both of these colors, so I want to continue playing with these a little bit more. I did pick up the ColourPop highlighter, so I'm excited to try this out. This is called Flip Flop. I appreciate the compact form of this, but I do like that it still like kind of kept that whole Super Shock feel, and it is a beautiful color. And now that I dropped it, I think I broke the pan, so that's wonderful. Anyway, we'll play with that as well. It is a gorgeous color and it's like $12, so affordable. All right, so let's take this with a sponge on one side and then a brush on the other side like I always do, just to show you guys the difference. I know my preferred preference already, but just so you guys can see, just in case you're more of a sponge person or more of a brush person. So let's try this concealer out. This is definitely more orange. That's why I think the neutral one would have been a better color tone for myself or my preference. I do have a little bit of dark circles today. I didn't sleep well last night. So this one, I find that you can kind of leave it on for a few seconds. It's not like and we're gonna like start off light, well, my kind of light, and then we'll build up. So you can see, like, that's, I mean, you still get a pretty good decent amount. And she's right, you don't overdo it. Just, I think we're a creature of habit sometimes. I love that cooling aspect of it though. Like, I don't want to stop using this little thing, even though I shouldn't put some right there. I love how cooling that is. So the only thing I wasn't really that ecstatic about was this color tone, but the formula is beautiful. So we'll try a sponge maybe on this side, and then we'll do my Milk Cosmetics Sephora brush that, gosh, I just wish they'd bring that back. So I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit more. It's still a little bit wet. Maybe in the meantime, we'll start putting this on here. I wanna get a contour color. Her and I are kind of similar on colors, and I think she said she used Oat Milk as the highlighter shade. Put that down my nose. Let's put some right here, even though I like to usually go a little bit lighter. And I like that the depuffing does kind of, I do have some scarring here. Okay, we're about to get personal, my beautiful glam fam. How many of you have, comment below if you've ever put the IUD in. I've had mine in not quite 5 years because it's still, and I have the Moreno one. So it did make me break out, and that is common. My doctor and my dermatologist told me that, and I'm still gonna let that dry down a little. But for the last, gosh, 2-3 years now that I've had, little over 3 years, that I've had the IUD and I stopped having a cycle. And then all of a sudden, this week, my cycle kind of not came back like a full-on cycle, but spotting, and I've never had spotting in the 3 years that I've had my IUD in. So, and I never cramped so bad in my, well, no, I don't want to say that. It cramps pretty bad when I put the IUD in, but I had the copper one, that one cramped really bad. I had to take that out. I was in so much pain. But the Moreno one, I was pretty good about not cramping anymore. And sometimes I get a little bit crampy, and that's when I know my cycle is supposed to be happening, but I don't really have anything. But it's weird how all of a sudden I just started spotting. Comment below if you've been on or have an IUD or any of that stuff. All right, let's get in here, Kristi. I forgot I was gonna do this one. Oh well, that's where we're at. We're just gonna do the brush on this side now. That's what I get for trying to talk, doing 2 things at one time. See how easy that blends out? I'm putting a little bit on my lid too. That blends out so effortlessly. And this is a good one. What I appreciate about this color and why I'm happy I got it is that I can use this one almost as an all-over foundation. I just want to get one to brighten now. But yeah, I mean, I can definitely use this as an all-over foundation. Do you see how easy that spreads? I do really like this concealer. And I like that you can build this up and still, like my one size, you know, it's pretty full coverage right off the bat. So for natural days, it's not necessarily the best one. So I like that this one I can use for natural days. All right, let's try, that's beautiful. Let's try this sponge now. See how effortless that is? Yeah, that's really nice. So that's, I mean, it's not a lot. I don't feel like I got a ton of coverage right off the bat, but it's pretty good. And I'm gonna insert some B-roll after I apply everything and show you guys what it looks like outside as well. I did some B-roll footage on another day, and it was like a 10-hour day that I had it on. I do really like it. It's so pretty. Let's try building it up because I already know how it holds up without building it up, it holds up amazing. So let's try building it up, and then we're gonna be filming a couple other videos today. So we'll get a good little wear test in there. I'm gonna build this up even more because I wanna see what kind of full coverage I can get out of this. Because I know there's other girls out there like me, other Glam Bam sisters that like that coverage. Oh my gosh, I just want to keep doing this because it's so cooling. I love that she made a product that really us mature skin girls can really benefit from. Let's put a little bit up here. Oh my gosh, you guys, you don't even know how good that feels. Oh my goodness, that it feels so good. Now, I'm not going to do the sponge to blend that out because I want to keep that pigment there. So I'm gonna let that dry down just a little bit more. This looks like it's drying down a little bit more. That side's still very wet. And I have noticed sometimes if I do this, if I go in with my Angie brush, this is the Angie BK Beauty. This is a really good one to kind of spread out the product a little bit. I forgot to do this. I've been doing this lately, and that helps let it dry down a little bit more, but it keeps that pigment there. It's a lot like the BK Beauty 101 foundation brush, but I'm filming after this my monthly May favorites. So go ahead and be sure to check out my May monthly favorites and fails. I haven't done those in a while, so it's nice to be back and having the time to do it. Yeah, that's pretty. So that's that little extra layer there. I like that. What do you guys think? Very pretty. Okay, so I do see, let me take a picture and so you guys can see on my iPhone up close, just to get a better idea without my lights. Just so you guys can see what it looks like up close without all my fancy lights. All right, going back in with my Melt Cosmetics brush. Nothing on here, just whatever was left over. Just gonna kind of blot everything in before I go in with the powder. All right, let's dive into my one size powder since this is a little bit more coverage. Again, this is 2R, my Makeup Forever Puff. Can't stop using this. I do feel like ever since I started using a puff to set down my concealer, it just has changed everything. I cannot go back to anything else. And there's something about this puff that's just magical. Absolutely magical. So pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of take off this lip mask and I'm just gonna show you before I set down everything else what these lip products look like. So this is Mixed Berries, and I'm gonna put this on. You guys see how, talk about cooling, this thing is so cooling. And I like this for just running out the door. It's so easy. Do you see that? I like literally plumped up my lips too. Ooh, I like that. This was a really good find. Sometimes those TikTok viral products just are like hit or miss. You never know what you're gonna get from them. The only thing, it gets a little bit sloppy because it's like a lipstick form. You don't wanna push this up too much either because then you're gonna waste product. Ooh, do you guys see that? Ooh, so pretty. I love it. I love it, you guys. All right, I am gonna go off camera, finish the rest of my makeup, film a couple other videos, and I will see you guys in a little bit. So that's some outdoor B-roll footage of me wearing this concealer on a different day, and I did a very natural look. As I mentioned earlier, I used very little. It held up after 10 hours. We're back in my studio now, and this is 8 hours later after filming 2 other videos, and I feel like, I mean, we're almost at like 6:30 and it's holding up very nice. Even building that coverage up, I felt like it built, like she said, you can really sheer it out and really build it up into a full coverage look, and I really appreciate that. I don't know if I love it more than my one size, but I like it almost equal for different reasons. I should say that this is definitely more of a matte finish and this is more of a satin finish, so I feel like I can't compare the two. I just like them equally, and I will use this one for every day, this Dominique Cosmetics one. I can't wait to see what the almond milk looks like and maybe more colors that she adds on. That would probably be my only thing, is I want something a little bit more brightening under my eye. And if I do that, I'd have to go down a shade. I have to go to the almond milk neutral, but this is good for all over too. And I want to try like a contour color as well. Beautiful. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Kristen, Dominique, you did an amazing job. She is just really doing a beautiful job with her line. She revamped her packaging and is going for more of like this muted, like mauve tone, almost like a beigey pink tone. It's beautiful. It's classy. I love her logo. I just think she's a fantastic YouTuber and a fantastic business owner. She's a mom. I just think it's incredible. I love the story behind her concealer, and I have like this bond with her, even though she doesn't even know who I am, because we're both half Mexican. And I loved when you can watch her video, I'll link her video below, when she talked about this, launching this concealer, was that, you know, a lot of the times when she was at her school, she didn't really look Mexican. She's mixed with another nationality, I can't remember. And I kind of felt her in that instance, because I'm half Mexican and half Japanese, with some white in me as well. And I just never really looked like the Japanese people at my school. I never looked like the Mexican people. Amber knows. Amber's half and half too. It's called Hapa when you're half Japanese and something else of white nationality or something else. So yeah, being mixed, I didn't look like the Mexican girls either. So you never really feel like you fit in. So I loved hearing that. It's kind of nice. I love to chat with her someday. She seems like such a warm, beautiful person. You guys know, like, her makeup is just become some of my favorites. So excited to try the powder, excited to try more colors of this concealer, and I just really love it. I think it's amazing for us mature skin ladies. That cooling tip, I can't even tell you guys how amazing that is. Like, I can literally sit there all day and do that underneath my eye, because it just feels so incredibly cooling. It is very unique, and the first I've ever seen in a doe foot applicator. I don't know how to say it, but anyway, I did put on the ColourPop highlighter in this video when I created this look, so you will see that soon, or if not before. I don't know how I'm gonna release these videos. Probably this one first, and then I used the Viseart shadow, the new one, and then I put the peach beige before I went off camera. I showed you guys the mixed berries, but I put peach beige on and I really like it. I did set down the rest of my makeup with the Viseart powder, which has become, whew, holy grail of mine. So a lot of fun new makeup coming up, you guys. The new Huda concealer is launching soon. Can't wait to get my hands on that. Any more requests, please leave it below. If you're new here, before you go, please remember to hit that subscribe button and click that post notification bell. Join our beautiful glam fam. We're here again every Friday and Sunday, and we love for you to become part of our glam fam community. And please give this video a huge thumbs up when you guys hit the like button and when you comment below. It really does help support my channel. You can follow me at Kristi Allure on Instagram, on TikTok, Kristi Allure. All of the affiliate links will be on the bottom. When you guys utilize those, it really does help me out. And you can check out my merch, glamourouslifecollections.com, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys, love you.